everyone, this is Maureen, and welcome back to another day of Praying Through the Darkness. I want to take you on a journey back down memory lane. So I want you to close your eyes for just a moment. I'm going to read the Bible verse, and then I'm going to tell you what I want you to envision. On the day I called you, you answered me. You made me strong and brave. That's from Psalms 138:3. On the day I called you. I want you to reimagine that very moment that you accepted Christ into your heart. Do you remember that joy, that peace, the jubilation your soul felt the moment that you knew He answered you, that He accepted you as His child, warts and all? You didn't have to get all dressed up in your Sunday best. You didn't have to wash and curl your hair or be clean shaven, have the perfect haircut. No, that very moment, I want you to recall it. What did you look like? What did you feel like? Where were you when you finally felt the doors of your heart open up and accept Christ as your Savior? Okay, you can open your eyes now. But can you reimagine that joy that you felt? I also want you to stop and think just a moment. Didn't it make you bold? Didn't it empower you with so much joy that you just couldn't contain it? That you wanted to share it with everyone you met? And that you saw instantly opportunities in which you could share the good news of not only what had happened to you, but all that you were anxiously waiting for God to reveal to you, to help you with. At that very moment, I hope you felt the strength and the boldness, the brave, that you were willing to shout it from the mountaintops or even from the valleys of wherever you were, that you were no longer alone, that God was there with you, reaching out His hand and saying, okay, we have this, you and me together. We are walking this journey from this moment forward together. And you may not have known it then, but even in the times when you felt like you just could not move forward one more step, God was going to be there to lift you up in His arms and carry you, continue walking for you until you felt strong enough to put your feet back down on the ground and to keep going. David faced a very similar situation in his lifetime when he wasn't very favorable in God's eyes. But when he came to the realization that he was in such a mess and that it was all of his own creation, he turned back to the Lord and he said, on the day I called you, you answered me. Now, of course, his situation at the time was just a little bit different, but for many of us, we didn't just ease into being a Christian. For many of us, we weren't raised in a good Christian home, and from the time that we could hear and speak and understand, we didn't grow up in a Christian home in which we were already being surrounded by God's love and by His presence. For many of us, it was I'm going to say for many of us, it might have been a firecracker moment, 4th of July, fireworks, that kind of thing. But perhaps for many of us too, it was in the stillness, in the quiet of the night or early morning, or maybe sitting out in a boat fishing, Wherever it might have been, you and I both know that the moment we called out, he was there. All we had to do was open the door to our heart and let him walk in. And I do hope that you can for a moment reimagine that joy, that boldness that you felt because you wanted to share it with everyone. It's something that you can't just keep to yourself, I guarantee you, and you know what I mean. God, you are always ready to answer my cries when I call out to you. You do not delay. You don't try to prove a point in silence or feed my insecurity by making me wait. But even in the waiting, I find that the fullness of your presence is my portion. You do not give sparingly. You always offer the abundance of your heart. When circumstances have me unsure of the outcome, I can find my rest and security in your character. I find courage in the loyal love of a good and faithful Father. For in you I find the strength that I need. You will not fail me, and you will not betray me. Your nature is always compassionate, merciful, and generous. So, Steady One, you are the rock that I stand upon. And today I call on you and trust that you will answer me. Meet me with the power of your presence, for in my weakness you are my strength, and I know you will encourage my heart. So make me brave today. Brave. Be bold. Be bold in all that you do, knowing that God is right there with you. Take every opportunity to share that first time joy and peace and boldness that you had when you first became a Christian. Relive it over and over and over. And I promise you that you will find the strength that has always been within you to move forward in your day and to move forward in being a witness for the one who loves you beyond all measures. Thank you so much for being here today. Let me remind you that this devotional comes from this little blue book that I've chosen for the year 2025, 365 Days of Prayers and Devotions for those who suffer with depression and anxiety. Now remember, it's not just for those of us that live with it on a daily basis. It's for any time that you feel yourself sliding down the mountain slope into the valley where there is darkness, where there is doubt and confusion. So if it's a book that you're looking for, go down there, click on the link, it'll take you right to it. Let me remind you of those slippery slopes of the mountains that pull us down into the valley of darkness. Don't worry, you're not there alone. Because as I said, when you cry out, just because you're a Christian right now doesn't mean that God doesn't hear your cries. We are not guaranteed a perfect life. We are not guaranteed a life without struggles, without trials. But the beauty is all we have to do is cry out to him. He is right there with his hand ready to give us that reassurance that we are not alone. And remember, folks, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.